this is Dr. Amanda Rockinson-Zapke. In the next few minutes, I'm going to overview for you the My Dissertation portal. I'm going to tell you about the various features and describe their purpose. Let's get started. Let's start with a status update. The status update is a list where you and your chair can update your status or your progress throughout the dissertation process. This is actually a required task, and details about when you need to update your status can be found in the dissertation handbook. You can click here on the right-hand side to edit your status. Next, you have the task list. The task list includes all the major steps of the dissertation process. The different steps actually correspond with the different steps in your Blackboard course EDUC 989. As you complete each task, you can click on the task, mark it as complete, and it'll disappear. This helps you and your chair keep track of where you are in the process. This list here is a little bit less detailed than the status update list. The next area that we will look at is the contact information. In the contact information, you can list your information as well as your committee member information and your chair's information. When you get your My Dissertation portal site, your information, your name as well as your chair's name, your committee member's name, and your research consultant's name will already be added. So their email addresses will also be there. But you can click each person. Actually, you click each role, and you can add additional information such as phone numbers and Skype contacts. The next section is the dissertation timeline. The dissertation timeline is actually a calendar where you can create your own personal dissertation timeline. You can add tasks such as proposal defense or submit proposal for, let's say, the chair's review, and then put the date that you plan to do that. You can also schedule important dates such as defenses. You can also schedule when your dissertation chair or committee members may be on vacation. I highly encourage you to come up or to talk with your chair and create a very detailed dissertation timeline and post it here. Next is the discussion forum. The discussion forum is a place where you and your committee members can discuss any desired topic related to dissertation. You can actually add RSS feeds that will be sent to your, or email updates that can be sent to your email that tell when somebody posts in the discussion forum. Again, this will be in a later tutorial. Next are the libraries. There are actually 5 libraries that you can use to upload files related to the dissertation process. Uploading files to SharePoint can help you back up your work. It also can help you keep organized and share your work with your committee. Both you and your committee members can easily access all of these libraries. Let me briefly go over each of the 5. First, you have the artifact library. This library is a place where you can upload documents, data files, and other artifacts related to your dissertation. I often encourage my dissertation students to upload things such as their SPSS files here. Next is the forms library. The forms library is a place where you can upload all related forms or all forms related to the dissertation process. For example, whenever you go to the dissertation guide, you see all those forms you fill out. Every time you fill out a form, I would encourage you to upload it here. This is also the place where you will find your proposal rubric and your dissertation defense rubric that your chair will upload for you after each defense. The IRB library is a place to keep all of your IRB documentation, including the application that you make as well as the approved application. And finally, the manuscript library is where you can upload your proposal and dissertation manuscripts as you work on them. This is similar to the next step, and that's the submission and approval libraries. In the submission and / approval libraries, or more in the submission libraries, you can actually submit your proposal. As you see, there's one for proposal and one for dissertation manuscripts for review. When you're ready for your chair to review a manuscript, you can put it into this library, and then it'll automatically send your chair an email that you've put it in there for them. Your chair will then use the approval, it's actually a list, an approval list, and they will either approve your dissertation manuscript or they'll tell you that it needs more revisions. And this will automatically send an email to you as well as your committee members and sometimes your research consultants. The final aspect or feature of this portal is the useful links, and these are just links to things such as the dissertation guide where you'll find the dissertation handbook, the IRB site where you can find information about making an application to IRB, and other important sites or helpful sites that you can use during your dissertation process. This concludes the overview of the My Dissertation portal. Again, like I said, how to use each of these sites or each of these different features are contained in different tutorials.